When there is a war, there is a winner and a loser. Israel and Iran have stopped striking each other. US too joined the war briefly, and all three sides have now claimed victory. After 12 days of severe missile strikes, deaths and destruction, the war has stopped. Trump got peace, not the peace prize, but peace. Netanyahu got to fight and Iran's supreme leader survived. But then, after they agreed to a ceasefire brokered by Trump, the two struck again. Just once, and then Trump said this.
That have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
But now everything is peaceful between the three, and all of them have agreed to ceasefire and declared victory. But who actually won? Let's start with Israel. Netanyahu said after the truce that Israel removed two existential threats: threat to nuclear destruction and threat of destruction via ballistic missiles. He said if he had not struck Iran now, it would be a disaster in the future, calling it the most severe blow in history. He warned Iran if it tries to restore the program, Israel will act with the same determination. So what did it gain? It gained air supremacy in the battle against Iran and even claimed to destroy half of Iran's launchers. War showed how Israel can convince Trump to strike Iran, showing that Washington stands firmly with Tel Aviv. Politically too, it was a win for Netanyahu, who is going to go to polls next year. But then, what did it lose? A lot of money. As per reports, the daily expense of just intercepting missiles was around $200 million for Israel every day. A month of war with Iran would have costed Israel about $12 billion as per some economists. Apart from this, civilian life had slowed. Many businesses were shut down, around 60,000 of them, and the cost of displacing people from affected areas was another challenge. So war with Hamas on one hand and Iran on the other, it would have costed Israel a lot of money. Now coming to its ally, US. It entered the war on late Saturday, and Trump stated that the strikes on Iran's nuclear sites were very successful and they completely obliterated its nuclear program. While some claims deny it, some say it's true. In one case, there is 400 kilograms of enriched uranium yet to be found. But for now, the world is believing that Trump did it and he was able to play peacemaker too. Well, somewhat, this one is unlike the India-Pakistan conflict. So to the world, Trump bought peace. But a prolonged war would be worse for the US too. As of now, the other matters like the big, beautiful bill and the trade war were sidelined during this conflict. It is already facing high debt, and economists are warning a debt bomb to burst. It has a fiscal deficit of 6.3% of its GDP. Analysts believe that the war would have added $4 trillion more to the $36 trillion US debt. It would have surpassed debt ceiling again, and if it would have raised again, then the dollar would be devalued and bond market would suffer too. So the borrowing cost would be increasing for the US, and surging oil price could also increase inflation pressure and delay the rate cuts further. So looking at this, you would have thought that Iran lost the war. But after the ceasefire, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei declared victory over Israel. He said that US gained nothing from its strikes. He said that America wants Iran to surrender and has over the years accused Iran of human rights, women's rights, and then enrichment and nuclear program now. The foreign ministry has said that the strikes caused significant harm to the nuclear program, but no one knows how bad it was. The war also helped Iran build a narrative showing that it will strike back no matter what. Despite being bombed by Israel continuously, it struck back. It also struck the US airbase in Qatar, showing that it is capable of restraint. But economically too, a war would have cost Iran a lot. It was planning to close down the Strait of Hormuz, which would impact its own oil supply to other countries, hurting its economy dependent on oil. So who won the war? Well, seems like no one won the war. All three of them survived it.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.